All right. Welcome back, everybody. Los Angeles is on lockdown today. We obviously have no guest. Johnny isn't even here with us. So we thought for this podcast...
It's Corona time.
Wow, dude.
You seen that meme?
A little sensitive. Yeah, I have. For this podcast, we just are going to call Johnny. He has told us that he's sick, or he was sick last week, and we're just going to talk about the reality of what Los Angeles is like.
Life on lockdown and how this coronavirus is affecting the whole industry and ourselves.
Let's call Johnny.
You don't want to miss this one.
Okay.
But Johnny's had some symptoms of something, so we're not going to have him come over.
Hello?
Hey, Johnny?
Yo.
This is Aaron and Austin.
What's up, man?
Wait, who is this?
Hey.
Your podcast buds? We're starting.
Oh, hey. Sorry. I don't know. I had you guys saved under don't answer. I don't know why I answered.
Hey, are you feeling okay?
It's Corona time.
Yeah, not the kind of Corona time you want.
Nah.
Right. I'm glad you're not
Actually,
over here right now.
I'm sitting here with a bowl of soup, actually.
Okay, so
The last thing you told us.
well, we've been in communication with Johnny, and like all of our friends have on group texts. Johnny has been having, ever since he got back from Mexico, which he was filming something.
Production got shut down, by the way.
It did?
Yeah, right. Didn't it, Johnny?
I thought he
Yeah,
finished.
it got shut down. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But like Johnny's saying he's been sick, very non-specific with the symptoms, swears he doesn't have corona.
He's been to the doctor.
Okay.
Yeah. Johnny, how come you've been so squirrely telling us about these, what you actually have?
Okay. Squirrely.
Yeah.
I'm trying to avoid this conversation. No, I haven't really been.
Exactly.
I haven't really been replying because when you're sick, dude, like you don't really feel like talking to anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But what are you sick with?
Well, it kind of started with I just had really. Well, first off, I got sick over there already. So while I was there, I did actually get sick,
Mm-hmm.
and then
drink the water?
it went away. No, I didn't drink any of the water, but I don't know what it was, to be honest with you. I don't know if it was like bad fruit, bad vegetables. I don't really know what it was, but actually a lot of people got sick over there.
But you're sure it wasn't Corona?
Over there?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't have any of the symptoms of that. You know what I mean? So I didn't think that's what it was.
Just checking.
The only symptom I had was when I was there, I had a fever a little bit. But after 2 days, I felt fine. And then when I got back, I felt really sick again.
Are you in the episode, or the episode's like that? You're gonna come back later in 8 months to finish it, or what's up with the production?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I can really talk too much about it because
It's just us.
I don't really, yeah. But all I know is that they shut it down completely. We were only on episode, I think this was episode 4, and they usually do 10. I think it's 10 episodes. So they still had a lot to shoot. They had months and months of shooting to continue to keep going.
How many episodes are you on?
I think I'm only going to be in one. It looked like it was going to potentially be more, but
Not anymore.
Not anymore. And then also because I'm not going to say what the show is, but the show, I play a real person.
Not an alien.
So no. Well, I play a person that actually existed.
Like on the Netflix show The Crown or something like that.
Yeah, it's based in the show's based in reality, and these are real people that existed and stuff. And so they're telling the story of what happened. And so the character that I play, he at least in the episode, I don't die. So it was thought maybe I would return, but as far as how it got changed when I was there, it was just the one episode, and then because everything shut down, I don't think who knows what's going to happen at this point.
Is your process any different when you're playing a person who actually existed?
Well, I can't really get into it because I feel like they would kind of give away what it is, but
Is it like when somebody plays James Dean, like a James Franco, you go to the theater and you expect to see characteristics of James Dean? Like, is your character famous enough that people would have an expectation?
No, not at all.
Nice.
Cool, make it your own.
Right, but the thing is that, like, I also didn't really realize, because they weren't giving me any information, I also didn't really know what I was playing until I got there.
Dude, that's always your story.
I know. It's kind of so it kind of sucked because I didn't even know what the story was until, like, literally, like, after I did, like, hair and makeup. Like, they did hair and makeup tests when I was there, and I didn't even know, like, exactly what character I was playing until I was in the makeup chair. So it was kind of weird because there's not really, like, a lot of time to really work on it, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So yeah, I've been sick since I came back. It's been, like, you know, without grossing people out, it's just been
You've had diarrhea.
a lot of stomach issues. Yeah, a lot of stomach issues.
In rare cases, that'll be a symptom of coronavirus. In rare cases, but usually not.
But you're probably fine.
You know, loss of smell, loss of taste.
That's odd.
High fever.
What?
Coughing.
Are you getting better?
Johnny's reading the symptoms for coronavirus.
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't have any of those things, but no. I mean, I feel a little bit better, but honestly, I haven't felt good in, like, a whole week, probably.
Let's bring the discussion to Los Angeles. When you came back, I mean, we've all been back. Describe the city for our viewers that maybe aren't in Los Angeles right now.
Well, you know what was crazy is that, so I was shooting in Mexico, and over there, we were just hearing about all the stuff that was happening in LA.
Right.
And other than people texting me, telling me what was happening, I didn't really know what it was like down here until I got here. But it's funny because in Mexico, you wouldn't even be able to tell that there's anything going on over there. Like, it was literally like business as usual. You know what I mean?
Do you think it's still like that? They probably changed.
It probably has changed a little bit now that it's gotten a little more serious. But I mean, maybe it was like this here. Maybe you guys can tell me. But a lot of people were just really joking around about it over there. Like, even on set, you know, there was, like, you know, grumblings and rumors that things might end up shutting down.
I think that's how it started here.
Well, Aaron has a story about driving through West Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's hear that.
So, you know, there was a certain day where the mayor of LA or the governor of California came on TV and in the papers and put out the press release saying, as of midnight tonight, all bars and nightclubs will be shut down, or we recommend them being shut down. You have to close in Los Angeles.
Also gyms, also places where you don't have to be.
Yeah, they recommended restaurants, but for that particular night, it was definitely, you know, things that you need a restaurant, you know, way more than you need a bar to some people. But they're like, tonight, because it's so dangerous, all bars and nightclubs are being closed down. So I was just driving through later in the early evening, Santa Monica Boulevard, and you know Santa Monica Boulevard in West Hollywood. You see all the gay bars. All the gay bars were packed with people. Like these.
Well, it was the last night, right?
Well, these gays have already lived through a deadly disease. They're not scared of this thing.
Well,
inappropriate. But anyway, that has obviously changed. That was when it was first decreed. Since then,
that was my anecdote, Johnny. Did you like it?
Aaron's still he's workshopping that.
Yeah.
But since then, I mean, there's nobody's out. There's lines.
Dude, it's
you're trying to go to the Trader Joe's, huge lines.
It's like if I have a few drinks the night before, and then I wake up the next morning, I'm like, oh my god, is this a hangover, or I got it? Do I got corona?
Couldn't even tell.
Or it's like if you have like.
What about you guys? Like, does that mean you guys have like lost work over all this, or what?
Well, Aaron and I are just basically, unless we're going to the grocery store, we have not left our apartment. I mean, we still
lost work. We're not doing anything right now except making the cryptocurrency YouTube videos. But as far as everything else, nothing, dude. It's a total standstill. So we still. It's kind of weird because this feels like this is going to go on for like months.
Like Aaron and I, because of the crypto channel, we still have like a steady stream of income. But like if you make your living,
as long as it doesn't go to zero,
as long as, yeah, exactly. But if you make your living, like most people in this town who are actors or writers, on a production, everything's shut down. You're screwed.
But like, it's like, you know, I can understand like for a while and still like right now you could maybe compare it to like, oh, you know, things kind of slow down during Christmas. But like if this thing lasts for months, there's going to be a lot of quite literally starving artists.
I mean, do you think it's going to last for months? Your guys' personal opinion?
Well, if we're following Italy, it's going to last for another month or two, right?
Based on Italy and based on China, the doctors say there's an 8 to 10 week curve of that. You know, we got to blunt the curve is like what everybody's saying. There's 8 to 10 weeks. Mm-hmm. We're on day 8 of the 15-day stay-at-home shutdown that Trump decreed. So we're on day 8,
but like
out of week 8 to 10.
After Italy did that, did they do that? I mean, things are just as bad.
They did that, and they're still on lockdown.
Yeah, exactly. Looking at it, they're worse than ever in the past week. But like just looking at Italy, that's like our future.
I think they said that we're more closer realistically to China, though, right?
I don't know.
That is true.
In terms of handling the disease and like, you know. Because also Italy has a much older population.
That's true. But our population is much more obese and has blood issues, you know, high blood pressure at age 30.
They're not vegan like us.
That's true. That's true.
So we just need more data. We don't have that yet.
But like,
if you are,
so you guys are anticipating a long shutdown, huh?
In my expert opinion, yes.
Man,
dude, I don't know. What do you think?
I bet you're happy that you guys have the crypto channel.
Well, that's why
it's a means of last resort. Yeah,
and because
I'm anybody who can work from home, if you can do anything online, so that's what we do.
Like you can't act from home. Like you need to get hired.
I know. You could just throw a tape up and just hope somebody sees it.
But this government, bailout they were going to give to the people. I heard it's instead of like a reoccurring $1,200. Now I hear it's like even if it even happens, it'll just be a one-time fee of $1,200. It's not enough.
I thought that's what it always was going to be.
Oh well, that's not enough.
That's like the winning. It hasn't.
Of course, it's not.
Yeah. But Johnny,
you're like 1 month of rent.
Yeah, exactly. But if you are an artist who makes the majority of your living co-starring, guest starring, writing, whatever it is, I saw you Instagram story about this. All our Instagrams, by the way, are down below in the description. Check them out. But what do you do? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
man. Well, actually, I talked to a few friends in the industry. Like, I talked to a friend that she works on Grey's Anatomy, like production and stuff. Yeah. And she kind of reached out because I was kind of looking for advice on what to do because obviously this is like a first for a lot of people, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if SAG-AFTRA has ever dealt with something like this. But she was strongly recommending filing for unemployment. And when I put a post on Facebook, a lot of people were saying unemployment, even actors that I know. And I was like, yeah, I've never done that before, but like, I wouldn't think that I would qualify because like, I never had like a steady job for like a long enough time to, I would think, qualify.
Right.
But I guess it's just based on like the amount of income you've made, regardless of whether it's been like, you know, I'm working 40 hours a week or whatever it is, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
so.
I think you do qualify. I think you do qualify, but if you've only made exactly, it's what income you've made, then they kind of average it from there.
Yeah, exactly. So when I talked to my friend that works on production, she was saying, she's like, and I didn't even know this. She's like, everybody in the industry is on unemployment. She's like, we all do it. Like all we do is like, we get on it. She's like, I wish I would have done it years ago. And she's like, I'm telling you to do this now. Like do it now. Cause like once you set up your account, you never have to do it again. And basically, you file unemployment, you collect unemployment, and then like once you book a job or you're working on a show or whatever, then you just come off of unemployment.
But as soon as you're done,
the show ends, you come right back on it.
Wow, that seems like.
And she's like everybody does it. That's the way
ethical?
it is.
Is that ethical?
Why not? Why is that not?
I don't know.
It is.
I mean, it obviously it is, because California knows that like it's a lot of actors and artists, like, so they wouldn't give it to you if it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, all right. She's like, it's really easy. She kind of explained to me how to do it, and then I filed, and like literally, actually today, I got a letter saying that they're gonna give it to me.
You got a physical letter.
So yeah.
Because I filed.
Basically saying how much they're going to give me, and then like on a weekly basis, and how long it'll last.
I filed, but I haven't checked my mail.
Yeah, it took a while though. It took like I don't know when I filed, like a week and a half ago maybe.
All right, I did like 5 days ago or something.
Yeah, so you'll probably get something soon. But I was surprised that I got anything, and like they said they were going to give me something, and then I was like, it's not like a lot of money, but it definitely is going to help, pay bills for sure. Like just having at least that coming in, you know what I mean? Until hopefully something else happens, but like, yeah, I mean, I think that a lot of people are going on unemployment. They even said that a lot of, they're like overwhelmed with the number of claims. Cause can you imagine like how many thousands of people that work production probably filed for unemployment?
Dude, more than that, like not just production, like anybody who works in a restaurant, gym, any place in LA, it's totally shut down. You can't go anywhere.
I can't even imagine. Like, it's got to be insane. Well, I don't even know like how they're going to pay for everybody, to be honest.
Well, the Fed just printed over $1 trillion, new money.
Not for us,
for the banks, but maybe it'll trickle down. But Johnny, did you get that via a check in the mail? Is that how you get your money?
Well, it said that I'm new to this, but it says that the letter they sent me said that I can either get a check or they give you a debit card. The debit card is faster, apparently. It's like instantaneous. Cool. Or they mail it to you, but it takes like 10 days or something.
And you can use the debit card as like a normal debit card. There's no like, you could buy alcohol if you wanted? Or is it like a...
No, you can use it anywhere. And you can even use it at any ATM and take cash out.
Cool.
So I was like, all right, sign me up. Because there isn't any, like, I was thinking like, all right, what am I going to do? Like, it's crazy because I just got a letter like 2 days ago from my landlord saying they're going to raise the rent.
What?
And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, nobody's fucking working right now.
Did you laugh?
Like,
did you cry?
Well, I didn't. No, because they didn't hand it to me. It was on my door. I saw it and I was just like, this is so stupid. Like,
hey, but
why would you be doing it now?
Do we have to pay rent at this time?
Yeah.
Yeah, you still have to pay rent.
But like, is it like there's something they're talking about? Like
they are talking about
a rent freeze, supposedly.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's just
they can't even give us the 1,200.
How's my landlord going to eat?
Well, they freeze their mortgage too, so they don't have to pay for anything either.
But Johnny, why would your landlord raise the rent? It's not like they have an overload of like demand, right?
Because it costs
more. Dude.
Because
you got me, man. I wish I had I was gonna ask the manager, but I was like, what's the point? Like,
no, go to the manager and say, hey, I got a funny joke in the mail. You got to hear this.
I should just walk over there and rip it up and throw it in their face.
I thought you had applied for like cheap actor housing or something.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that
it's not that
they can't
cheap.
Raise the rent.
Right.
I mean, it's not going up a lot, but still, it's like
anything.
Why would you bring it up now? Like, I can't even like feed myself. I'm like over here just waiting for my unemployment to kick in.
What a bum. So how long do you think it's going to go
anyway,
till? Like, how long do you think it's going to last?
Honestly, man, I don't know. I think it's going to be a few months.
Right.
Because I don't. The only way I would think it would end is if all of a sudden they came out with a vaccine.
Mm-hmm. They say 2021 is when they hope to have a vaccine. 2021.
Okay.
That's what they say.
I mean, that's a long time.
But they've spun that as a positive because they said they're trying to blunt the curve now, but then it'll resurface next year and resurface in 2022 as well. But hopefully lesser and lesser every time.
That's sad. That's not hope.
Because what are we supposed to do? Because like I get the idea of trying to flatten the curve and all that stuff and social distancing and everything, which makes sense, right? You don't want to get other people sick and
yeah.
But does that mean that we just social distance for 6 months?
Yeah.
Like what? Because then, like, let's say there's no vaccine, so they're like, oh, okay, everything back to normal. Then everyone starts getting sick again. Then what?
Well, in the summer, I don't know. I think it's going to be like a new flu season. Like it's a worse strain of flu in simplistic
one that kills you.
In simplistic terms, so it should get better over the summer, and then in winter it'll come back again. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Let me ask you guys a question. Do you know anybody personally that has it?
Personally, I've heard of, like, people have said, like, you know this guy, or do you know this guy? This guy has it, who I know peripherally.
I know Idris Elba. I know of him.
No, I know, like, real people.
I know Tom's got it. I know Tom's got it.
I know real normal people who I'm not, like, friends with, don't hang out with, but I've just seen these, just people around, and my friends have told me, hey, this guy has it. This guy's in the hospital.
Honestly, it's like winning the lottery. You hear about it happening, but it never really happens to you.
You just kind of hope it does.
You think it's a hoax? Is that what you're getting at, Johnny? This is a Democratic hoax?
Of course it is, dude.
Whoa.
I mean, it was clearly created in a lab. We can all agree on that, right?
By China.
It's a Chinese virus.
Technically, it is from China, but Trump is trying to make it just take the pressure off him because he did not act quickly enough. So it is from China, but
sounds
still.
Like a real Trump supporter right there.
Exactly.
So before we wrap this up, Johnny, what's your plan this week? Will you be going chilling with your parents?
Will you be submitting on LA Casting?
I've been waiting. I've been sitting by my computer waiting for an email to come through. Like, come on, something to submit to. But
relatable.
Well, nothing, dude.
Yeah.
Actually, there's like 2 people that I know personally that I think have it.
Do we know?
Actually, Austin, you briefly met him. You remember when we went to TV Academy event?
Yeah.
And Cindy was there?
Yes, the guy with Jacindy.
Well, the guy that I work with.
Yeah.
I think he has it.
How do you know?
Only because he's been posting on Instagram a lot, like videos, and he's been like talking about all the symptoms he's had, and he's been really sick for like 10 days. And the reason I mentioned the loss of smell and loss of taste is because that's actually another symptom of it. And he's been saying he can't taste anything or smell anything.
That's interesting.
And he has all the other symptoms on top of that. And he's been trying to go get tested, but they won't let him.
Why?
Because apparently, like right now, because they're so limited on the number that they have, that unless you meet certain criteria, they won't see you.
And this guy who has all the symptoms.
They're looking for older.
Oh.
They're looking for older people. They're looking for people over 65.
That's bullshit.
So all they told them is like right now you just have to like self-quarantine.
Why can't a government, the U.S. government, any government, why can't any big corporation, the government would want to pay as much money as they can to make sure the economy doesn't shut down. Any corporation could get the government to pay them a lot of money to mass produce like test kits or vaccines
or masks.
Yeah, like why don't we have that,
Johnny?
I don't know. You guys tell me.
Talk to Trump.
That sounds like another podcast.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Hey, you guys just want to post this tonight, like today?
Yeah, we have to because we didn't post one this week.
I know, but yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I guess we'll stay healthy. We'll wrap it up.
Yeah. Let's finish strong. What can we say that's positive? A little hope.
Well,
hey guys.
Yeah. Do you think there's any hope?
Guys, there is hope out there.
Sorry, dude.
There is hope out there as long as you give us 5 stars on iTunes, subscribe on YouTube, and there's never been a better time to be part of a digital community, and that's Surviving Hollywood Podcast.
And honestly, if you have an experience with any of this or just an opinion, comment down below. Let's all talk down below in the comment section.
If anybody has coronavirus, I think
keep it to yourself.
Well, I think it'd be beneficial if we could actually see those symptoms firsthand. So I'm going to schedule a meetup.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, sounds good. I actually have one last question for you guys.
Okay,
shoot.
How do you think this is going to change the industry? Do you think anything's gonna happen?
This is what I think.
I don't think like 5 years from now it's going to be that much different.
I can't wait for Ryan Murphy to come out with a Netflix limited series next year called Coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think that
it's not going to change the industry like Harvey Weinstein did. By the way, Harvey Weinstein has it.
He has it too.
That's a positive, I guess. But
I
it's just going to...
Well, here's the thing. The first things that are going to be reopened are all the basic stuff like restaurants, bars, whatever is going to be reopened way before the productions say, hey, we're going back on. So even if it's in 3 weeks that LA gets back to normal, it'll probably be 4 to 6 weeks till like we get a production up and going again.
Right.
So how's it going to change?
I'm just curious. Do you think if things going to be different? You know?
I mean, long term, I don't see how it would be different. It's just bad short / midterm, but I don't think anything's going to change.
What do you guys do all day anyway? Like, what are you doing right now?
Dude, I watch so many movies. Hey, you should watch the movie.
There's a scarce supply of movies now, so.
Well, hey, I just released a video, crypto video. We produce them daily.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much we keep busy with the crypto thing, and other than that,
dude, we had Zoom hangouts with all our college buddies.
Yeah, the other night I just watched.
That's kind of fun, right?
Yeah, it's like a reason to talk to them again.
I watch YouTube vids.
Hey, a really good movie is with Ian McKellen and Helen Mirren, The Truth or something. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know that one.
It's kind of like
movie
a spy.
recommendations are good.
Yeah.
Any other movie recommendations?
It came
while
out,
they were in downtime.
Yeah, it came out last year. Just Ian McKellen, Truth. It's not
the trailer to me kind of looked like it might not be good. It might just be like, oh, these two guys wanted a paycheck, which is fine, and it's just a normal movie you don't write home about. It's not necessarily high art. So.
I recommend it to a friend.
But it looked like it could have been good, so it's good to hear it's good.
Yeah. So that's my movie rec. Oh, wait, Johnny, do you think the industry is going to change?
No, I mean, I'd just be curious to see, like, if it... I don't think anything is going to change long term, like you said, but I think that, like, I think it's going to probably be a little while before things actually pick up again.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Quibi will get a whole bunch of daily active new users.
That's like a term of
perfect time to be on.
Like a time unit now, right? Hey, just give me one Quibi.
That's what they want you to think.
I know. There's good marketing. Hey, I'll be out in a Quibi.
Yeah.
All right.
Movie kind of works.
Movie recs from you two?
I just watched the same ones. I'm watching
Loser.
I'm watching Goodfellas on Netflix right now.
Loser.
There you go.
That's always a good one.
Yeah, actually, I got one. Well, actually, one that I thought was kind of interesting. It was a perfect time to watch it. Is there's a series on Netflix called Pandemic. That's all about this, actually.
It's a documentary.
It's fiction,
docu-sci.
But it's a documentary. If you watch it, it's interesting because kind of like just seeing that movie, especially because it was made before all this happened. Mm-hmm. Everybody on the documentary says it's not a matter if we're gonna get another pandemic; it's just a matter of when.
You can watch Bill Gates say that like 5 years ago too.
Yeah, I saw that too. But like, it's funny because all those guys say like we're due a big one, basically.
They're doom and gloomers, dude. They're doom and gloomers. Dude, Turns out they were right.
I don't know if I want to watch Pandemic. I kind of want an escape from my current reality.
Oh, you know what's a good one? Tiger King. Have you guys seen that?
Tiger King?
I binge watched that. Yeah, Tiger King on Netflix.
No.
I've heard of it. It's good.
Yeah, it's an insane documentary about a guy that runs a tiger zoo in Oklahoma. He's a gun-toting gay dude from Oklahoma that loves tigers and
they're a dime a dozen. They're a dime a dozen. Those type of people.
It's pretty funny though.
Hey, the movie I was talking about is called The Good Liar. For anybody at home.
The Good what?
The Good Liar.
Good Liar.
It's kind of like a little oxymoron. A little like, oh, he's a liar, but he's good.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's just saying that he's really good at lying.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys got to watch. I also watched the movie Jexy with the dude from Workaholics, the main guy.
Adam?
Yeah, Jexy, about he's talking to a Siri or Alexa type thing. crap.
It's like Her except
is that a comedy?
It's a comedy.
It sounds
Her
stupid.
except hacky.
Yeah, exactly. Her except hacky. I did laugh out loud sometimes at Adam Devine. What is it?
Yeah.
Adam Devine, I think.
I think it's Divine.
Sometimes
right?
sometimes he had funny moments, but in general, movie's shit.
Yeah, he's not my favorite dude. I don't know.
Yeah, he can't really like. He's good at like the John
He kind of
Belushi
does the
roles.
same thing.
He's good at like the
He
smaller
reminds
parts.
me of like, yeah, he reminds me of like Charlie Day. Like he kind of is like the same in everything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
All right, guys, this podcast is getting over
Anyway.
30 minutes. It's way too long.
All right, guys. Well, be safe out there and be good.
Later.
Be healthy.
Be healthy.
Later, guys.